What's up guys, and thank you for stopping by my channel. Today's project are these two chainsaws. And the problem is, if you were to choose one of them, which one would it be? Let's try and compare the both of them. Unfortunately, both of these chainsaws have running issues, so we're only going to do a visual comparison today. The chainsaw on the left is a Poulan 3314, and someone swapped in a 20-inch bar over the regular bar. And the other chainsaw is a Mcculloch CS38EM. The clutch cover on the Mcculloch was replaced, apparently, because it says it's a different part number, more than likely because there was a damaged chain brake and they had to replace it. Let's start looking at the Poulan chainsaw. There are 3 torque screws holding the top cover on the engine. The air filter is made of a cotton material, and the edges are pretty susceptible to leakage because there's no rubber border around it. The carburetor is pretty interesting on this Poulan. There are 2 inlets, one on top of each other. The inlet at the bottom is where the choke flap is, and also where part throttle air goes through the carburetor. The upper inlet is much larger and doesn't activate until about 80% to 100% throttle. I had seen this style of carburetor once before though, but it was on a steel chainsaw. Now let's look at the Mcculloch chainsaw. The first thing you'll notice that the design is quite different from the Poulan. There are 2 screws holding the top cover on Mcculloch and then 1 screw covering the carb inlet. The air filter for the Mcculloch is a foam piece that's been pre-oiled and looks like it gets pretty dirty pretty quickly. The carburetor is more typical, being a single inlet with an integrated choke flap. The spark plug and the muffler are not on the top of the engine in the front, but on the rear and the back. Changing spark plugs then is going to be really easy. The Poulan's muffler, however, is on the front of the engine, and that allows it to be a lot bigger than the Mcculloch's. Taking the muffler off of this one is going to be a lot simpler because there's nothing in the way. However, the spark plug you're going to have to remove the top cover for. Now let's take off the clutch covers and compare those between the 2 units. Removing the clutch cover for the Poulan is very simple and very easy. However, the Mcculloch is going to be a little bit different. And once the cover is off, the clutch drum is seen. It's pretty normal looking, like I've seen on many other units. Now let's take off the clutch cover for the Mcculloch, and you'll see it's a little bit harder because there are extra screws you need to take off. This is pretty interesting. The clutch is inverted compared to the Poulan, where you can see the clutch mechanism on the inside versus on the Poulan where it can't be seen. The locations for the oil and the fuel tank are different between the 2 saws. It's not that important until you have to change the fuel lines. Changing the fuel lines on the Mcculloch is a lot harder than doing it on the Poulan. Unfortunately, both of these saws have running issues, so I won't be able to start them. I was mainly doing a visual comparison between the 2 saws. The Poulan chainsaw is very easy to find. All you need to do is drive to your local mega store, and it's about $100. The Mcculloch chainsaw is a lot harder to find. They're only sold at certain dealers, and at $180, it's a little bit pricier than the Poulan. I'm not very partial to any one chainsaw brand. More than likely, I'm just going to cut up a few limbs that fall from a storm, so either one of these chainsaws will work for me. Thanks for watching this video, and if you have any comments or questions about your small engines, please leave them in the comments below. And please consider subscribing, as it really supports this channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video.